everybody, this is Kelsey Ann Lovelady here, and I'm about to do the AuthoreTube Newbie Tag for my very first video on my new YouTube page. I'm so excited! Yeah, I'm gonna do that a lot, it's kind of my thing. Anyway, so let's get started. Alright, AuthoreTube Newbie Tag. Question 1. How did you find out about AuthoreTube? I follow Shaylin Wrights, another AuthoreTube member on YouTube, and she just recently did her AuthoreTube Newbie Tag. When I saw the video, I was like, hey, I've been looking for something like this ever since I found out what BookTube was. I gotta check this shit out. Question 2. What genres do you write in? I naturally gravitate towards science fiction and fantasy, but I'm gonna try just about everything in my writing career. I've got a gothic romance novel started, a Harlequin romance novel started, I want to try a historical fiction novel, and I just picked up my grandfather's Western novel that he never got to finish. Basically, I'll try just about everything. Question 3. What is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? Naturally, without even trying, I just sort of gravitate towards omniscient third person in past tense. And I also like to write for young adults. Question 4. Are you a plotter, a pantser, or a plantser? I am half plotter, half pantser. I'll plot out the major details of my book, where it starts, where it ends, who's gonna die. But for the minute details, I let the dice fall where they will. And I do mean that quite literally. Question 5. Are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? This is kind of a difficult question to answer because it's based off of a technicality. I have technically been published. My mentor, David Partello, who is a self-published writer on Amazon, asked me to contribute to his short story collection, The Ronin Tales. But the technicality comes in that these stories that I contributed were written under my normal name, whereas now I'm using my pen name. Kelsey Ann Hendricks is self-published. Kelsey Ann Lovelady is yet to be published. Question 6. What publishing company, literary agent, and or printing company are you represented by or use? If you're not yet published, what is your dream publishing house and or literary agent? The answer to both questions is CreateSpace with Amazon. The short stories that I helped David with were self-published through Amazon. And I'd like to keep using Amazon when I finish my own work. Question 7. What AuthorTube related videos can we expect to see on your channel? I would like to do a series about how I use tabletop role-playing games like Dungeons & Dragons to help with my writing. I also want to talk about what I want to see in other books, what I like and dislike from other writers, and do reviews of pens, journals, and other books. Question 8. When did you start writing? I wrote a book when I was 8 years old and wrote a few sequels to that up until I was 10 years old. I started writing my first novel when I was 14, but I never finished it. I didn't get serious about writing until I was 16 years old. Question 9. What was the first story you ever wrote? The first book I ever wrote when I was 8 years old was The First Adventure of Kelsey Hendricks. I was kind of a self-absorbed 8-year-old. The novel I started when I was 14 was The Shakespeare Protectors, which was about a knighthood that had been protecting the works and name of William Shakespeare throughout the generations. It was during my Twilight phase, which is why it will never see the light of another day. Question 10. What authors have inspired you the most? Aside from my mentor, David Partello, the writers who have inspired me the most are Tamara Pierce and Grace Cavendish. Question 11. Do you schedule your writing sessions, or simply write whenever you find the time? As a university student, my schedule is dictated by everybody else, so I just have to write when I find the time. Trying to schedule a writing session will only result in grand disappointment. Question 12. Do you type on a computer, type on a typewriter, write everything out by hand, or a blend of these? And where do you generally write? This depends on a lot of things. Most of the time when I'm at home, I write on my computer because it's just easier. But the thing is, my computer is a 17-inch, 10-pound gaming laptop. I thought I was going to be playing a lot of Assassin's Creed. Basically, there's no bag that really fits my computer, and it's a pain in the ass to lug around. So when I'm traveling or going to class, I take a bunch of journals with me and some pens. So when I'm not at home, I write in a journal. When I'm at home, I write on a computer. Question 13. What are you most looking forward to now that you are a member of AuthoreTube? Well, that's easy. You guys. I'm really interested to hear what you all have to say about the writing process and your experiences with it. So that's the AuthoreTube Newbie Tag. Since I'm brand new to this AuthorTube thing, I'm not going to guarantee you when I'm going to upload any of my videos because, like I said, I'm a university student. My schedule is not mine to dictate. I do have Fridays off, however, so I can probably guarantee at least one video a week. But that's the most I can promise you guys right now. Anyway, I hope that you enjoyed this, and I can't wait to see you guys in future videos. Bye!